Hi everyone. I'm going to try to do a quick video for you today because I am on staycation. And so my schedule is a little erratic. But the message that came to me today that I think is important to tell all of you is that spirit, universal spirit, God, source, what have you, does not care about your degrees or your status or your labels. Doesn't care. Because when a person is open to receive all that is and all that's good and all that's love, it cancels out the labels. Now, that's not to say that if somebody went to school and they have credentials and they have a lot of experience behind them, that's not important. It is important because it's a way to make money and it's a way to survive. But still, spirit doesn't care unless that person is using their knowledge, their credentials, their status for the greatest good of all. And sometimes the greatest good of all is just the immediate family, because that's where the focus has to be at that moment. You see, it's all about focus. It's all about where we put our thoughts and what transpires from our thoughts. So you can get up in the morning and you can be crabby, and the first thought that comes into your mind is, oh, I'm sore. Yesterday was such a difficult day. Today's a lighter day. What am I going to do today? Okay, I got to get to the coffee pot, and on and on and on. One of the ways that you can put those thoughts into focus, because they're just going to happen. When you go to bed at night, your thoughts leave off. Okay, your thoughts leave off from the day, and you go into sleep mode. You go into rest mode. That's important. That's important for the body and for the mind and for you, for your conscious awareness. But when you get up in the morning, where you left everything off yesterday is going to now flood your brain. So one of the things that you can do is you can be aware of those thoughts. Be aware of how you feel with those thoughts. But you still have to get up. You still have to do all those things for the day. Take care of the pets, get your coffee, prepare, whatever. So the focus now becomes on the doing. Okay? So take your thoughts into the doing without saying anything. And I'm not even asking you to flip those thoughts. I'm asking you to just allow them to be. Focusing, allowing the thoughts to roll, to roll, to roll. Because if you immediately start reacting on those thoughts, you're going to downward spiral. Because if you're not happy about your job and you have to get to that job, all the thoughts about what you hate about that job is going to spiral, which is going to gain momentum into another thought that's going to spiral. So in order for you to flow through those thoughts, focus on the things that you need to do to get to where you need to be, to get some quiet so you can let the thoughts flow. You might have to get up a little earlier than everybody else. And a lot of people say it's the coffee. It's not the coffee. It's the waking up and allowing the thoughts to flow. The warm beverage does feel good. Staring out the window at the birds or whatever feels good. Let those feel-good feelings come in before you even respond to anything. Because even if it's something that's a negative thing that is said and you respond, it is not going to be the way that you really are. You see, it's not going to be who you really are. So allow that process to unfold. No knee-jerk reactions, just flow. Okay? That's my message for today. Now, how are you today, by the way? Are you doing well? Are you doing well? Is it sunny where you are? Is it gloomy where you are? It doesn't matter. You can still be happy. You can still be happy. You can choose one little thing to focus on to be happy. Your cat. Your dog. Because I'm one-handed. And I'm going to ask Spirit to pick one or two cards for Hump Day today. Okay? So, what I do is I feel the heat. Okay, the card is intuition. So if you notice, the first color around this person's head is pink. Pink is a high vibration color. It's the love color. Pink is also somewhere up here. Okay? I mean, I can't stretch my arm any higher, but it's somewhere up here. It's a chakra that vibrates higher than your head. It's a very high vibration color. It's also associated with Archangel Chamuel, the angel of healing relationships, the angel of love. And so you are being called to trust your inner voice. Now, remember what I talked about. You cannot trust your inner voice if all these thoughts and negative thoughts are flooding through your mind when you wake up in the morning. You've got to retrain those thoughts. I'm crabby when I wake up in the morning. I'm sore when I wake up in the morning. My job attributes to a lot of that. And I'm getting older. So I have to take more time to pay attention to my thoughts, to pull into the vitality that I normally would have once I get focused and I get ready for my day. Okay? So anything other than that, anything other than those feelings that make me feel good, I don't pay attention to. I pay attention to the good feelings. I look at, I'm sore, let it go. It's releasing after a night's sleep. So you are being called to pay attention to your intuition, to your inner guidance, to your soul, and what your soul is telling you. And when your soul is in alignment with Spirit, with God, with Source, and your focus is there, your inner guidance will point you north. It will point you in the right direction. And This is a time when all those other voices come in, like fear, doubt, distrust, jealousy, all of those external voices, to create a place for you to not listen to your intuition. Okay? Into it I am. I'm into it. I'm involved with myself. I'm involved with my soul. I'm involved with God. I trust. All is well. All is happening, even though I can't see it. I know that I'm going to be directed. I know that I'm being guided. I believe that I'm being guided. In the meantime, I'm okay. All is well. These are just some slight, easy things for you to do, one step at a time, to pull yourself out of where you might be feeling. People have said to me, well, I'm in this deep depression and I can't get out of it. A long time ago, I was in a depression. And we didn't have the internet, and we didn't have, I'm going back 40 years. And I happened to pick up a book, and I was reading in this book that it takes about 3.5 years of work, inner work, to come out of a depression. And it takes about 3.5 years being on medication to come out of a depression. So it does take inner work. And there goes my dogs, because somebody just pulled into my driveway. I'm going to pull one more card before I have to hang up. Knowledge. You are being called to gather knowledge about your situation. You are not going to act until you have all the knowledge that lines up with your intuition. Okay, this is a general reading. Take what you need and leave the rest. Subscribe, like, and share my videos with your friends. I love you. Have a wonderful week. Until next time. Bye-bye. When you encounter a situation that is beyond your control, and yet there are outside influences, perhaps people, asking you questions or expecting you to listen or expecting you to give them your undivided